What's up, you guys? Punisher Reaction here. Today, we are going to be reacting to some more tasty treats on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Remake. 7 improvements we hope to see. And before we get into the video, I do want to start by saying thank you, Gen Kid, for, reacting to my vid that I, reacted to of you doing your amazing impersonations of 6 9 and Scarface, which I do hope that we all need to get a Scarface reboot with him in it. But yeah, man, let's get right into it. The original link gonna be in the description down below, and let's dive in. Oh, I forgot I got this.
2019's Resident Evil 2 remake was an outstanding success thanks to not only staying faithful to the original game, but also highlighting room for improvement and making the necessary changes to suit a modern audience. With the Resident Evil 3 remake looking to follow the same path, here are the 7 things that we think Capcom could improve to make Resident Evil 3 even.
I do want to start by saying, for Resident Evil 3, I'm just hoping that he start off with a rocket launcher after he's going after Jill, and then after that he just like go right ahead and use a flamethrower. But I already know directly. I don't know. I'm just hoping. We just gotta wait and see till the full game comes out or the beta. I already know the beta's gonna be off the hook, so.
I think we can all safely agree that the addition of Nemesis, the rocket launcher-loving bioweapon, was the standout feature for Resident Evil 3. Seemingly able to appear at will, Nemesis was a constant threat and felt revolutionary back in 1999.
Yep.
In 2020 though, we'd like to see STAR's Pursuer concept taken even further and made even more dynamic. Imagine the possibilities of a hunter that not only never gives up and can burst through walls, but one that could rip down doors, crash through ceilings, and maybe even intrude on the classic safe place for Resident Evil players, the save room. We saw elements of this with Jack Baker in Resident Evil 7 and Mr. X in the 2 remake, so hopefully they can take this idea even further this time. Resident Evil 3 takes place both before and after the events of Resident Evil 2, but apart from sharing the police station location and the odd nod, you rarely get any real hint of Leon and Claire's adventure crossing over with Jill's. For the remake, we'd love to see more of these stories interwoven in order to make Resident Evil 2 and 3 feel more like companion pieces. Imagine seeing things like a cutscene from Resident Evil 2 playing out in the distance, environmental objects left in a state for Leon and Claire because of the decisions made by Jill, and maybe even seeing a little more of Marvin and how he ended up fatally wounded. The original game featured a series first for Resident Evil, the dodge mechanic.
The dodge.
But while sounding like a great idea, the implementation was at its best a cheat burn, simply holding down R1 would dodge most attacks.
I'm gonna have to disagree on that. I mean, well, wait a minute, no, because if you think about it, well, I don't know. Then again, it might be helpful just to think about it. It might be helpful because if Nemesis actually uses tentacles to, come at you, and then next thing you know, he just goes that way, then you could dodge. It might be helpful, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they'll probably put it in there, but
completely
I don't think.
We're fully on board for a new ability that helps us avoid Nemesis and the faster, more nimble zombies, but we'd love to see a more modern take. Perhaps even a timing-based, context-sensitive button that ducks, rolls, or even slides away from danger, a bit like in Resident Evil 6. Despite the spectacle of the Nemesis encounters, Resident Evil 3's boss battle definitely...
Okay, now the dodge and all that stuff is okay, but the sliding stuff, nah. I'm sorry, not gonna happen.
Lacking. The worst defenders are the awful and boring Gravedigger fights. We'd love to see a unique take on these situations, perhaps similar to what Resident Evil 2 Remake did with the alligator battle,
which that scared me, by the way.
More cinematic and snappier. But this time we'd like to see a little more interactivity. Although, to be honest, the Gravedigger battles will already be improved by default because the worst enemy ever in Resident Evil games has already been removed: tank controls. Despite Resident Evil 3 being set in the heart of Raccoon City, the original feels mostly like a bunch of connected corridors populated by about 4 actual characters. We don't doubt that the streets of the remake will be expanded, but what we'd love to see is some extra life added in order to create a sense of a true city in chaos and ultimately collapse. Also, Jill is somewhat of a police officer, so let's see her trying to save or help civilians and not just looking after her own skin. Another first for the series was the introduction of live choices. Although a great idea in principle, the actual decisions rarely amounted to more than a slight change of direction. We'd love to see these choices return, but we'd also like to see a greater emphasis on the consequences and a better implementation of risk and reward.
That makes
sense. The very first
sense.
choice in the original, where you choose whether to face Nemesis and earn more ammo and Brad's star keycard, or enter the police station and not have to tackle the beast at all, is definitely an example of what we're looking for. But we feel like this can go even further. Why not have a decision where you can choose whether a character lives or dies, or the rewards being a toss-up between a shortcut or new weapons? Just something with more weight than simply moving a cutscene to a different location.
Oh, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived.
Resident Evil 3 was littered with cool nods and references to not only Capcom games of the era, but even other media like Back to the Future. We'd see more of this to not only make Raccoon City feel more connected to the real world, but to also make our nerdy hearts explode with
Nemesis.
fanservice. And dare we dream of a first teaser for a Code Veronica or a Dino Crisis remake? Our fingers are truly crossed on this one, but we can only hope. So there we have it, 7 things we're hoping to see Capcom improve for the Resident Evil 3 remake. Let us know the changes you'd like to see in the comments, and if you like this video, why not check out the official trailer or the developer's message.
Okay, here's what I want. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I do want the dodge and stuff back. I mean, yeah, I kind of do want that. Consider myself being lucky from Nemesis, because you already know Nemesis is going to come out of nowhere, bust through walls and stuff and break down doors and windows. And, you know, I mean, Nemesis will do something like that. But me personally, I actually do want a Resident Evil Code Veronica X remake, actually. That's a pretty fun game, actually. I used to play that on my PlayStation 2. And pretty much, that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I can think of. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll try to upload more, because I'm trying to like low-key directly make a day of where I can upload. So I was thinking about maybe like every Friday or maybe Tuesday. But other than that, I was playing Skullgirl, that's a fun game. Skullgirl is like you can play on PC or the mobile phones, for iPhones, Android, you know. But other than that, I will actually update you guys on this YouTube channel. I might be able to do uploads of, you know, gameplays and stuff like that. You know, something like that. This was only temporary. You know, I'll still do some reaction vids, but for right now, you know, this is supposed to be a gaming channel, but I guess this is entertainment, maybe. But other than that, ooh, my phone almost fell. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next vid. Deuces, and put a smile on you guys' face. And yeah, see you guys.